I'm curious, when it comes to imposter syndrome, what was your experience of it like? And did you get over it? Or was it something that you just kind of, you know, grit your teeth and found your way to the other side? What do you still feel it today now that you're in your job? Give us the rundown of your experience with that feeling.
Um, yeah, I will say I I work on a two-man team doing our third party SOC work, and I would say he's even got like an extra like a year or two extra like more than I do experience in a SOC environment, and there are times when we both feel like imposters, unfortunately. It's because and it's a kind of a natural thing, because unfortunately we're human beings, we're not machines. You got to remember that. You can't know
Unfortunately.
all of it. Yeah, unfortunately. So you can't expect to know it all, and you definitely can't expect to know it all at once. And unfortunately, imposter syndrome is something you just got to kind of you got to push down and kind of remind yourself that I'm not totally ignorant here. I I am well studied. There is more I can learn, but I definitely should be here and learning more. If that makes sense, guys.
Find that with imposter syndrome, the big fear isn't the lack of knowing, it's the
Mhm.
getting caught. Like
Yeah.
it's being caught as an imposter. That's the issue, not knowing things, right? Do any of you, and Kyle, I saw you were about to jump in, so please do. But like, how does that play into it in your thoughts?
Yeah, I can speak to that. So I was, in answer to your first question, I was going to say I feel like I'm only just now about a year into the job, first job after Evolve for me, and I'm only just now just starting to get over the imposter syndrome. And for me, the way, in answer to your second question, the way that's come up has been that, especially early on in this job, when I started, I was very hesitant to ask questions. I ended up spending a lot of time outside of work just researching things because I didn't want to ask a bad question that outed myself as not knowing something I thought I should know. And some of that was good for me to do all that extra research. And in a lot of cases, I realized later I could have just asked those questions. But
Dude, I feel the same way in my job, man. I hate it. I hate that feeling of like, all right, if I ask this question, is this something basic that like all pen testers should know going into the job, or
Mhm.
like do I just ask it and just kind of risk like, wait, hold on, he doesn't know it? But it really is best to just ask those questions to your team because you know that they're doing it. You know that they know this certain tool or this certain technique or whatever, and like it's best to learn it from a teammate than like, well, at least for me, than going on YouTube or reading a walkthrough or anything like that. For me though, with imposter syndrome, I just had to come to grips that it's always going to be there. You're not going to know everything, and that's okay. That is totally fine. Not like even the best hackers out there, like they don't know everything. Like technology is changing, cybersecurity is growing, and we're only getting better, and it's only getting bigger and faster, and all of that. So like you have to remember that like it's gonna continually grow, and we're gonna be growing with it. And yeah, with them imposter syndrome, like I like living by the I guess the guideline of like being like, don't be the smartest person in the room. You know, surround yourself with people smarter than you. If you're feeling that imposter syndrome, for me, that's a good thing because you're around people who are smarter than you. So bounce questions off of them, and you know, get like ask them questions about their experience, how they got out of imposter syndrome. You know, like uh like table or what's it called, round tables like this. You know, get around those people and ask those questions.
Right. I agree. I think in my case, I really feel the imposter syndrome when we're in front of the client, because when we're in a meeting, the client would think of you as the expert in the field, right? So that's why they're consulting with you. So in that case, before the meeting, you really have to do your homework, like research. You really have to make your effort, to be there, so that when they ask you a question, you would know the answer at least. But if you don't, then just honestly tell them, I would have to get back at you with that answer. I don't want to give you an answer that I just pulled off from the air or something like that. During the job search, the interview, I also had that experience because I also didn't have any cybersecurity experience starting off. So I was just really honest with the employers whenever I got the opportunity for a job interview. And just tell them that I really want to learn and I have this experience. I have a technical support experience, and that's it. But I'm willing to learn and grow with your company.